If this offends you, you are both racist and sexist. Hey guys, how's it going? Dudey, Rhino here. I'm doing something a little bit different, although it's something I've done in the past. If something pisses me off, I'm going to tell you about it. Justin Bieber is back in the news because apparently he's had to apologise, and no, he hasn't released a new track. If you laughed at that, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. I've got a mate who's deaf, and he'd love to hear any music, you know, even if it is Bieber, and he can't. So, just take a look at yourself in the mirror, you fucking despicable human. Nah, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm joking. Basically, Bieber's had to apologise for one of the most bland, unoriginal, basic bitch April Fool's jokes going. My girlfriend's pregnant, lol, April Fool, she's not. And for the longest time, and I'm probably talking decades, it's been absolutely fine. But of course, we're now in a left-wing, fanatical, easily offended culture 2019, where of course he's got backlash and caved and apologised, sort of, for his prankster antics on April Fool's Day. Basically, he was told that it was very insensitive to those that can't conceive children, and so therefore he should apologise. The thing is, he wasn't making a joke about not being able to conceive. He was, it's not even relevant, it's a fucking joke, Jesus Christ. But anyway, let's read what he put, shall we? So Bieber's apology, which is an apology, but at the same time it's like, come on, do you know what I mean? Was there's always going to be people offended. There's also people who don't take jokes very well. I'm a prankster, and it was April Fool's. I mean, that is true. When you think Justin Bieber, the first thing that comes into your head, Loz, is... baby. It's prankster, prick. I didn't at all mean to be insensitive to people who can't have children. Of course you didn't, Justin, because you're joking. We know you're not a complete and utter cunt. Your music might be shit, but it doesn't mean you're going to go around being like, haha, you can't conceive. No, of course not, because only wankers do that. That's not the... anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, which I'm going to do a lot this video. A lot of people I know, their first go-to prank on April Fool's is telling their parents they are pregnant to get a big reaction. Absolutely correct, Justin. A lot of people do it. It's completely unoriginal, but it happens year in, year out. But I will apologise anyway. No. And take responsibility and say sorry to people who were offended. No, because this is what they want. They just want a reaction from you. I truly don't want anyone to be hurt by a prank. The thing is, if you're hurt by a prank, I think you need to grow up. It's like when I shoved cake in my little sister's face for her birthday, expecting her to laugh, but she cried. I mean, that's assault, Justin. You know, you're saying a joke, you literally, you shoved the cake into your sister's face. You might have put a bit of force, you know what I mean? She might have got whiplash. It's not the same thing, but I get what you're getting at. You were joking, she cried, you were joking on April Fool's, and the internet turned on you. I do get it, but it's not the same. One's assault, one's a joke. You sometimes just don't know what will hurt people's feelings. Not to compare pregnancy with cake in the face, but it's just to paint a picture of not knowing what will offend. Some might have laughed, but some were offended. I think with pranks, you sometimes have to roll that dice. Hashtag prankster, hashtag Dennis the Menace, hashtag sorry, hashtag truly. So yeah, so that was Justin Bieber's response. I think he didn't even need to apologise. The fact that people are kicking up a storm about a fucking April Fool's joke is utterly ludicrous, and that kind of goes further than just Justin Bieber, because we have this easily offended culture which winds me the fuck up like you wouldn't believe, because I believe comedy is sacred. I believe jokes are sacred. I believe you can joke about absolutely anything, because you are not targeting the people or the situation involved. You are making a joke about it. You're trying to lighten the mood. You're trying to make people laugh, right? Perfect example, Ricky Gervais on his Humanity tour. He did a cot death joke. Now, obviously, cot death is not funny. We get that, but a joke about it can be. Evidently is. Why? Because myself and millions of others laughed at that joke. However, two people on his Humanity tour stood up, walked out. Now the thing is, the cot death joke was too much for them because it was personal to them and it offended them. But up till that point, it joked about cancer, poverty, transgender, all these different issues. Wasn't a problem. They were laughing at that. It wasn't until they were personally affected. So the issue lies in that these people sat through, say, 99% of this stand-up. The 1% that offended them, that's it, I'm out, fuck you, I want an apology, this is awful. Unfortunately, no one cares what offends you. And you don't care what offends other people. Because if you did, you wouldn't be sat there laughing at the cancer jokes, because surely that offends cancer patients. You wouldn't be sat there laughing at the poverty jokes, because surely that offends people in poverty. You wouldn't be sat there laughing at the Caitlyn Jenner jokes, because surely that would offend Caitlyn Jenner. And so therefore, obviously, no one should laugh at the cot death jokes, because that offends people that have gone through that situation. Do you see the hypocrisy? If you laugh at other jokes that will and probably does offend other people, you can't then turn around and say, oh, I'm so fucking offended, how dare you, when something offends you. It just doesn't work, okay? Unfortunately, people don't care about your feelings, just like you don't care about other people's feelings when it comes to jokes. People are there for the euphoria and the wonderful sensation laughter gives people, right? By default, life is pretty shit. Yeah, let's face it, it's fucking hard and sometimes it's a bit of a slog. So if you've got people out there making people laugh for a living, like comedians do, or even just, you know, your neighbour or your work colleague or some celebrity doing a joke to try and lighten the mood and make people laugh, right? Regardless of if it's a bit edgy, a bit taboo, yeah? Just fucking laugh. Or if it offends you, just get over it. Because at the end of the day, people are trying to put a bit of positivity back into the world. And you're taking that positivity and trying to turn it into a negative just so that people can be like, oh, poor you. Life isn't easy, life isn't great. But there's certain things in this world, like comedy, that is so fucking important. And people that get easily offended are trying to destroy that and make the world a worse place. What's the fucking point? What I also love about this whole thing, which you see on these apology posts on Instagram, Twitter and things, right? A lot of people that are directly affected by these jokes. For example, let's bring it back round to the Justin post, yeah? You look on that apology, there are a lot of comments from women who can't conceive that just put, I thought it was funny, I get it, it's a joke. But on the flip side, you also have people that aren't even affected directly by the joke, but they feel honour bound to be offended on behalf of the people that may have gone through that situation. So you probably have women and men that can conceive quite easily about, oh, this is absolutely despicable, this is disgusting, I'm so offended because there are people out there that can't. And then you've got people that actually can't conceive under the same post going, it's absolutely fine, it's a joke. It's a joke, I understand, it's not a problem. People who are easily offended when they have absolutely no right to be baffle me even more than those that kick up a fuss when just because they've been through a situation where a joke has been told about that said situation. It's not personal to you, it's not targeting you, it's not a big fuck you to you, it's just trying to make people laugh. It's a fucking joke. I can't get that across enough if I tried. I will never ever apologise for a joke because I don't see why any comedian or anyone that says a joke should. As long as the intention of the joke is pure and purely for comical purposes, no joke should ever be apologised for. So just as a closing statement, guys, I don't think Justin Bieber should have apologised. I'm not being funny. What he did was so overdone and unoriginal, it's unbelievable that this has even got to the stage that it's got to. It's probably more the fact that it's fucking Justin Bieber, right? But also, I'll just reiterate what I said earlier. Life can be shit. Jokes are great. Comedy is amazing. It injects a little bit of positivity into a otherwise pretty shitty world that we live in, right? And if we allow people on the left or whoever, but it doesn't really matter what way you sway, if we allow people to drag comedy down and through the dirt just because, oh, one joke hurt their feelings, but haha, isn't that joke about cancer funny, you hypocrite, then we're all fucked, yeah? We're all fucked. So just laugh it off or get over it or grow up. That's it, guys. That's all I want to say. It was a bit more serious this time, but this is something close to my heart and something that I wanted to get across, right? I don't think comedy or jokes should ever be apologised for. I certainly won't do it myself. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you understand. If you don't, let us know down in the comments. I'm sure that you will. We've got merch. We've got Patreon. We've got the join button, the spons. All that good stuff is down in the description box below. But the main thing here, like, share, subscribe, means the world. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. See you in the next one. Sweet one, guys.